Hi, YouTube. I hope you've all had a good Sunday. This is going to be brief, but profound. So, the deputy president of the Senate, Nigerian president, deputy president of the Senate, EK, people have something to do with my supposed family, with the cult that's called my family. This spans over many countries. This isn't just here. My family set me up to be kidnapped, set me up to be unalived and dismembered and organ trafficked. This is part of that. This is part of what my so-called family, this is what they are a part of. These people are sick and they're twisted and they need to go to prison. I think you have enough. I think you have enough evidence to know that this is them, that they're a part of this. Here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Someone in my family is in the hospital. I believe this was an aunt that was found wandering the streets, possibly nude. She has dementia from doing cocaine or meth or something like that. My mother, so-called mother, Sandy, is actually a coke fiend, and that's why she keeps having all of those bloody noses. She's a cokehead, a meth head. I think they probably do just about anything that they can get their hands on, if you want to be honest about it. So we've heard these movies about cocaine bears and cocaine sharks. Well, cocaine sharks isn't a movie yet, I don't think, but probably will be because this is real. The same cult that organ traffics and human traffics are also drug traffickers. And I would assume that they have drops. They have places that they drop them, or if they feel like people are onto them, they drop it somewhere, go back and get it later. But the animals have gotten into it. Cocaine bears, this is really happening. This isn't just a movie. This is really happening. And now it's cocaine sharks off Florida, maybe even Cuba too. Yeah, because they're dropping this stuff into the water and the sharks are getting it. That may be a very good reason why we've had so many shark attacks lately. Kind of makes you wonder, huh? So I believe that it is Tommy Dean Sr. that has a camera somehow on me, whether it be through my laptop or my phone, my TV, because he's involved with the government and they are capable of hacking into people's devices. I believe my neighbors are trying to also hack into my my devices. Well, anyways, he is like on every drug that you can get your hands on: Adderall, cocaine, meth. I wouldn't be surprised if there's intravenous drug use there as well. But this person is watching me and he is paranoid and he's delusional and he's hallucinating. He's seeing things that aren't really there when he's watching me. This man is dangerous. This man is a danger to me. This man needs to be stopped. These people need to be stopped. They're still plotting on my life, trying to find a way to poison me, trying to bring somebody into my life that I'm going to trust. Some kind of sweets, banana pie, maybe. You need to stop these people. Can we please be done with this? And for 3 days in a row, the entire left side of my body was tingling. That's the spiritual side of self. I know something is happening. I know something is happening. I may not know exactly what it is, but I know, and I can feel it inside innately. I can feel that there is something big happening right now. I believe people are being arrested. I believe people are being detained. And I believe that people are on the run right now. And I believe that there's a very good possibility that there may be somebody that's going to be showing up at my front door in the middle of the night. I believe that there are people very close to me, around me, in my space that are a part of this. There are people in my close vicinity that are a part of this. This needs to come to an end. Don't wait until they off me before you do something. I mean, I know I got God's protection, all around me. These people are close. They're close. God is protecting me, and I'm not afraid. If it seems like I'm afraid, you're wrong. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. I just am so ready for this to be done, for these people to be arrested. And I know this is big. I know this is huge. But I also know that this has been going on for a very, very, very long time. I know the evidence that there is. Nobody else needs to die. Nobody else needs to die. So I heard this line in a movie. God's been guiding me to movies today, and some of these movies have been very disturbing. The seen is transitory. The unseen is eternal. Everything out here is transitory. It comes, it goes, it ebbs, it flows. But what we have inside of us, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, it's eternal. It's forever. And sadly, some of these people that are involved in this, I don't think they're going to have a spirit. I think there's going to be some spiritual deaths that are going to be happening. And that's not on my say, that's God. But I've been hearing that for a very long time. There's somebody, an older man, that has advised the 3 people who won't stop, who are now at odds with each other, who now are fighting amongst themselves and can't seem to come together on anything. These 3 people are the 3 people that won't stop coming for me. This man, this wise man, this older man, has advised these 3 people to stop. You should have listened to him. But you had to win at all cost, because your greed and your love for money, the love of money, clouded your better judgment. Your envy of me clouded your better judgment. Your jealousy clouded your better judgment. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, and this may not be popular with a lot of religious people, but at this particular point, I don't really care how popular I am or am not, because I know where I stand, and I know what the truth is, and I am very awake. Spirituality and religion go hand in hand. They were never meant to be separated. It was man that separated the two, because only by separating the two was man able to create the matrix, the narrative that they've set for the world to believe that things are this way. And this is the way it should be. Traditional, this is the way it is, and if you don't believe this, then you're wrong, and if you don't believe this, then if you don't believe that, then you aren't going to heaven. Spirituality and religion go hand in hand, people. Tarot cards, pendulums, divinations, everything is intention based. Everything is intention based. The intentions of your heart. If you use tarot cards and the intentions in your heart are ugly and to harm people and to spy and to be nosy and just to do awful things, then they're not a good tool. And you're doing it with a pure heart. If you have a pure heart, if you're a pure-hearted person like myself, or if you're doing it with good intentions, there is nothing wrong with tarot cards. I don't give a God bless what you say, because I happen to know that my Father God sent me to tarot cards to help me out of the situations that I was in. And I was nothing but amazed at how right on the spot that these women were, these men, these women who helped me, who helped get me through the worst part of my life. God sent me to tarot to help me get out of my situation, to keep me 10 steps, 50 steps, 600 steps ahead of these people. There is nothing wrong with tarot. And I had a couple of people from my church try to tell me that I was maybe even demon possessed. That at some point in my life, because my mother sold my body for money, that I was probably demon possessed. And, I can't honestly say that I wasn't at some point. I self-sabotaged. I did a whole lot of things. But look at the way I grew up. You grow up poor. What do you think you're going to have for a daughter? I got myself in a lot of trouble, and I don't know how I got out of a lot of it. And I don't know how I ended up as healthy as I am, except by God. That's how. God is how. But I've learned a lot of lessons through my life, because I don't go through something and not learn from it. Everything that's been handed to me, I've learned a lesson. I may have had similar relationships in my life, but each one of those relationships, I learned something from them. Every single one of them, I learned from. And I put myself in a better place, in a better space, in a better mindset, in my north node, and got in touch with my spiritual self, which was where I was supposed to be all along. But, no thanks to my family, who tried very hard to keep me from my spiritual self so that I wouldn't be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Outing this cult and this coven who's involved in human trafficking, organ trafficking, drug trafficking. I believe that Tommy may have been some kind of drug lord. That's terrifying. When God told me to walk away from that, He didn't tell me. He showed me. He showed me what was going to happen to me if I didn't walk away from that situation. If I hadn't walked away, I wouldn't be here right now. Of that, I'm very certain. There is nothing wrong with divination tools. It is the person that uses them that can be the problem. Now, the Ouija board, that's a different story. Stay the hell away from the Ouija board, because those are made with ill intent. Those are made specifically for him downstairs. So stay away from Ouija boards. As far as I'm concerned, every Ouija board on the face of this earth should be destroyed, unopened, and destroyed. Have been really strange. People have been hated by trafficking, organ trafficking. It's the people in high places that are doing these things, y'all. They're the ringleaders. And you know what? That might be true at the top that think you're so high and mighty. You are not higher than my God. And you will pay for what you've done. And that is a promise. And I guess that's all I have to say for now. Keep your eyes open. Watch the news, because it's happening. Things are happening. I love you all so very much. Please look out for each other. Love yourselves. And I'll catch y'all later, okay? Have a great night. Happy Monday tomorrow. Be safe, y'all.